hold it.
What?
Yes!
Thank you. Welcome to the Series 9 Taskmaster Grand Final! Soon, one of our battle-broken contestants will join the elite and fulfil the only dream they have ever had, to hold aloft my smelted golden likeness and scream into the void, "I've done it! I am become light! I am become immortal! The world shall not forget my name!" Please give them an enormous round of applause. The Mighty Five are... David Baddiel, Ed Gamble, Joe Brown, Katy Wix, and Rose Matafeo. And sitting next to me is someone who's had to put up with a lot of cruel, unflattering, sniping introductions across the series. I love him. I really love him. So go wild as I introduce a man who looks like a pipe cleaner crossed with a weasel. He's not thin or fat, old or young, and his favourite song is genuinely It's My Life by Dr. Alban. It's Little Alex Horne!
It's my life. Thank you for letting me lie in your sunbed with you.
You're welcome.
What a night it was.
What a weekend.
What a lovely time we had.
Good. Let's crack on. What do we have for the final prize task of the series, please, Little Alex Horne? The grand final.
Yes, well, they've been tasked to bring in the best thing that is very long and thin, OK?
Well, it's the grand final.
Yes. And you're very long and not very...
OK. It's the grand final. I'm hoping for big things. Ed Gamble.
Hello.
What long, thin thing have you brought in?
It's one strand of spaghetti that is so long it could constitute a whole portion.
There it is.
That is one strand of spaghetti that I genuinely... No, it is. It genuinely is.
It genuinely is.
Thank you. That I made...
You know this is the grand final.
Mate, I made it from scratch in my kitchen, which is smaller than the actual strand of spaghetti is.
It's about 9 metres long. The average spaghetti portion is 32 strands. Doesn't sound like a lot, but that's what it is.
It doesn't. Joe?
I have brought a beautiful piece of knitwear that is made out of a very long piece of wool.
Here it is.
It's the only thing I've ever knitted in my whole life. I made it when I was at university. I was severely depressed.
Did you follow a pattern?
Ish.
For trousers?
Did you really make it?
Honestly, I swear to God I did. The reason it's so awful and so horrible is because I can't really knit, and it's the only thing I've ever made.
OK, so far, so good. David?
I have brought along the longest ever tin can walkie-talkie. When I was a child, I was so frightened of the Nazis that I thought at any point I'd have to hide under the floorboard. Thus, I would need a walkie-talkie.
Oh, my God. I mean, she's thrown depression in, and now we're dealing with the Nazis.
But who were you speaking to when you were under the floorboard?
Churchill.
It's 17.64 metres long.
Is that the longest ever?
Well, it's the longest length that will work.
Katie?
Hello. Have you ever read War and Peace?
What should I say?
Yes.
Yeah, I have, yeah.
So I took all the pages out and joined them all together, so it's one long piece of paper. So it's now not only very, very long, but very thin.
Opens like a concertina. 1,215 pages, and if you sort of held it up bit by bit, if you just held it on and draped it, it would be as high, well, nearly as high as the Shard. Well, I've got to...
Wow!
When I say nearly, nearly, sort of nearly.
It's a very impressive and grand gesture.
Thank
and
you.
befitting of the final. Have you...
It seems like you mean that, which is nice.
I
for
sort
once.
of do. Rose.
Hello.
Long and thin, grand final. Ooh.
I brought a lasso made of strawberry laces.
You what?
Brought a lasso made of strawberry laces.
Jesus. So just once again, this is the grand final.
It's
charming. It's whimsical. It's delicious.
It's the grand final! I think points go to substantial offerings. Write 'em up, cowboy gets 1 point. The strawberry lace girl. Oh,
Wow, hear the crowd.
And I know that Ed's pasta's going to be delicious, but I'm only giving it 2 points.
2 points for spaghetti.
Oh, did you really want to hide from Nazi tyranny?
I did really want to hide. I don't know that the walkie-talkie would have saved me.
3 points.
Thank you.
Joe's story really touched me, 4 points. But look, she's taken on one of the most classic novels the world has ever seen, and she's put it next to Shard. 5 points.
Katy Wix.
Would it be possible to give me the series scoreboard update, please?
Of course. Well, David is on 121 points. Next is Rose and Joe on 148.
Oh.
154 to Katy and 157 to Ed.
Right, let's get this final properly underway. What's the big one to begin with?
It is a big one, but it features a little one. Here we go.
Alex.
Ed Gamble.
Oh, do you want to get engaged to me?
Maybe.
OK. Do the most preposterous thing with this chickpea.
You have 20 minutes. 20 minutes?
Yes, please.
Your time starts now.
OK.
What do you think preposterous means, Katy?
Absurd. Outlandish.
My process normally is to do the first thing that comes into my head. And obviously the first thing I think is to shove this up my arse. Well, let's bank that.
So something small would be like trying to do something large with it.
OK, let's think of something else I can do. Here I am trying to think of the second thing I could do. Balance it on my cock.
Katy seemed a bit concerned about the definition of the word there, so I have checked it in a dictionary. I've got utterly or obviously senseless, laughably foolish.
Oh.
And in examples in the dictionary I looked it up in, it says to jam something up your bum or balance it on your knob. Right, who's first?
It's Ed first to portray preposterousness with a P.
Jesus Christ. Tell me if I'm right here. I was just writing down the narrative as I went along.
Yeah.
You wined and dined a chickpea.
Yes.
You fell in love with it.
Yes.
Tragically, you lost that chickpea in an awful car accident. And then, and this is where it gets interesting, you had sex with its smashed-up remains.
So it's the chickpea didn't die. The chickpea was injured, and then I helped rehabilitate it. And then it happened to numerous other chickpeas. And then we all got off with each other at the end.
Well, I've got to be honest with you, Ed. At the moment, you just look like the Jeffrey Dahmer of the chickpea world.
Well, the way I describe that whole thing is preposterous and absurd.
I mean, come on, that was an amazing film. Let's face it. That's a great album. Who's next?
Well, do you want to see him now? It's preposterous David Baddiel. Here we go.
I'd like you to kneel, please. Welcome to the chickpivity. This chickpea is in fact God. You are going to follow this star to where the chickpea was born. Can you keep it up a bit? Is it this way? Okay, so can we try some carols, right? Something like, we three kings of hummus are on our way to the tahini star. How much time have we got left?
You've got about 3 minutes.
I knew I should have shoved it up my arse. Oh, there's a shop. I found them. Here is the Holy Family of chickpeas at 59p. Can you get these?
Yeah.
All right, the star will pay. This bit's not as spiritual as I'd hoped. OK, could we buy this?
Yep.
And could we buy a tin opener? Right, come on, we haven't got very long. Can you just go, so in the final days,
20 seconds,
as
David.
they went in, they realised that the chickpivity would rely on meeting the chickpivities, the chickpeas. Oh, God, I'm going to kill myself doing this. Right, this is the virgin chickpea. This is the virgin chickpea's husband. And together, they gave birth to the baby chickpea. And thus, a religion was born.
Thanks. Your 20 minutes up.
What fascinates me is what that must have looked like from the perspective of the man who owned that shop. The man who sang Three Lions came into his shop with a camera crew.
Yeah.
He bought some of his chickpeas.
Yeah.
He threw them on the pavement outside, and then he left.
I don't feel that the people and the crew were ever completely converted to the chickpea religion.
Honestly,
They didn't-
David, they looked bored.
Yes.
Who now?
Now it's the turn of two ladies whose names have just 2 letters. It's Jo and Katy.
I think this will look really horrible.
Right.
Done this sort of thing before, Jo?
All the time.
Right, that's ridiculous, so that'll do. I'll just let that settle.
I've got a crack in my chickpea.
Sorry to hear that.
Thanks.
I think the look I'll embrace is not a disease as such, but a kind of medieval plague.
Oh, bollocks, my chickpea's disintegrated. Do I only get one?
I'm afraid so.
Shizer.
Just want to make it look pretty. Done.
What have you done?
I've turned chickpeas into nails.
Yeah, I like that. I have.
It's not bad. Thank you, Jo.
So I don't see what's preposterous about instantly giving yourself a Kardashian-style smile.
Well, can I just have one thing to say about my small project?
Yes.
Mercifully short.
It was mercifully short.
It was.
Right, I mean, what's wrong with you? Come on.
Wasn't it great?
It's weird.
What was the definition again?
Yeah, absurd.
Balance it on your dick, stick
Balance
up your
it on your
ass.
These are my dicks, and I balance them on them.
Finally and sadly, here's Rose Matafeo.
It's so preposterous because during it, I genuinely found myself grieving for a fucking
Oh, God, chick for tacky.
How do you feel that 10 minutes later I dug that chickpea up and fucked it?
Ready?
Yes.
From the top.
From the top.
Yes, anyone who makes me grieve for something I would gobble up without a second thought gets 5 points.
OK, 5 points.
Rose Matafeo. Anyone who subsequently exhumes that corpse and fucks it gets 4 sweet points from me. Anyone who gets what's left of the corpse and slices it thinly and tries to pass it off as glamorous nails gets 3 sweet points from me. Due to David, purely because Joe just took it in a gap in a tea.
I know.
Wow, goodness me. I'm exhausted. Early scoreboard, please, Alex.
In this episode, it's pretty tight. There's only 3 points separating them. There's 2 people, David and Joe, on 5 points, but Katy Wix is on 8 points.
Hey! Another one, please.
OK, and it's the final team task of the series, I'm afraid. Sad times. But at least this task should be everyone's cup of tea.
Oh.
Hello, Katy.
Hi, Alex.
Hello, Rose.
And I've got some... Alex.
Hello, Ed.
Hello.
Oh, hi, team.
Team.
T, I thought you said Tim.
I
They
thought
got
you
our
said
name.
Tim as well.
Padlocks on.
Make the best cup of tea in this teacup.
You must use all the equipment on the table. You must not use anything from the kitchen.
You must wear the washing up gloves throughout the task. Best cup of tea wins.
You have a maximum of 10 minutes. Your time starts now. Oh, hang on, they're all locked down.
Good, it's nice to see not even a good old cup of tea can stir any life out of the 2 older competitors.
OK, we're going to start with the 2 comedians that were a massive success way before Rose Matafeo was even born. It's David and Joe.
I think this might be useful.
Well, I think that's useful, so I'm going to rinse that in
So
the
shall I
lid.
start to put the water
Do you
in?
mind? Because I'm just going to have a quick wee as well.
OK, fine. Joe's actually gone for a wee.
Oh.
I don't know how long Joe's wee's going to take.
Well, you've only got 7 minutes left to make this.
OK, Joe!
How long does she normally take, your teammate?
Well, I don't live with her. Joe,
Yeah.
have a look at this. Some water will come off, but I think most of it will go in here.
Right. Or we
I've done
just...
it, I've done it.
OK.
OK, 'cause I thought we had no choice.
All right,
There
but
you
you've
go.
got too much tea in here.
Have we?
Well, of course, look at that. That's like nearly...
I like it strong.
No,
No,
bollocks.
I
Come
don't
here.
well.
We need to get some of that out. Honestly. A bit more.
And you know what we don't have?
Tea strainer.
Tea strainer. Oh, I've got this.
That's bog roll. We can't strain it through bog roll. Right, so I'm going to put the milk in, OK? Because...
OK, because that's how people do it poshly.
Yeah, and also because we'll be able to see how strong the tea is.
Is that working?
Yeah.
Oh. Brilliant. You want
One sugar.
Yeah, 1 sugar. Okay, try and stir it using my dainty finger.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Thanks, David.
See you later.
Thanks, Joe. It's very, very strong, but it's not a bad cup of tea.
First things first, I would like to congratulate Joe Brand for being the only person in Taskmaster history, when against the clock, to go to the toilet.
It would have taken longer if I'd wet myself.
You came back from the toilet
Yeah.
with some toilet roll, and then David decided he was going to try and strain tea through that.
Yeah.
And you said you can't strain tea through toilet roll.
Yeah.
So why did you bring the toilet roll back?
Because I thought I might have a shit while it was brewing.
It's the turn of the 3 young whippersnappers now. Here's how they got on.
So we need to pour that into there, right? That's stuck down.
Have you got a key on you, Alex?
To take that.
I've got a key on me.
Oh, keys. We're looking for keys. Do you think the keys are in here, in the sugar? Doesn't matter if I make a mess, does it?
Pop your shoes off for me.
Like,
I'm fairly sure there's no key on
I'm gonna
Alex.
look for scoopers. Scoopy, that's quite scoopy. This lid is quite scoopy. This teacup's quite good. Jesus Christ. Oh, yes, there's a scoopy.
Where did you get the Scoopy from?
I got it from the dressing room.
Is the key in the milk?
Is it in this? Have we checked?
No, it's not in there. There's not enough in there for that.
There you go, that'll do that.
Let's approach this. We want to strain it.
We should just wad it up and squeeze it into the cup instead of a strainer.
Wad it up and squeeze
Wad
it.
it up and squeeze it
hang
into the
on.
cup. Look, tea.
Oh, great.
Wow, that's amazing, actually.
Cup of tea, anyway.
Great,
tea.
great. That's looking apart. Yeah. How long have we got?
You've got 3.5 minutes left.
Right, so everyone just get as much water on that as possible, and then I'll spit the milk on top when we're done.
You spit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a frothy one. Have you done sugar?
No, we haven't done sugar.
I can't spit that in.
Give
Stir
it a
it.
stir.
That's a cup of tea, right?
Just clean up the edges there.
Are you tasting this, Alex?
Yes.
I feel like we're done. I don't think we're going to get a
Yeah.
better cup of tea than that. OK.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Alex.
So horrible. Honestly.
No, I felt like I was watching a tribe of people who just invented their own language a lot of the time. This is my favourite. We should just wad it up and squeeze it into a cup. Yeah. And you both went, yeah, we'll wad it up. Yeah, let's get that wadded up.
They spent half their time searching for keys in milk.
You're Trixie. That you would put a key in milk.
I would not put key in milk.
Put a key in
Thank
milk.
you. Oh, I put key in milk.
You put a key in milk.
I would not put key in milk.
Talking of the milk,
You sucked up the milk after finding the Scoopy. You could have used the Scoopy.
No, the Scoopies were useless by that point.
Alex, did it taste a bit hummusy?
I think I have to reward the old people. The fact that you could make you a lovely cup of tea and you had time to pop to the toilet is impressive. So, I'm going to give 5 points to David and Joe. And I'm sorry, I'm punishing the young people heavy. I'm giving them 1 point each. Based on his reaction.
Well, I think that's entirely fair enough. 5 points to David and Joe!
Hey, but Alex, it's not the last pre-recorded task, is it?
It is, but it's not as bad as it sounds, Greg, because it's actually the last 7 tasks. Ready? Hello, Joe.
Hi, Alex.
Hi, Ed.
Oh, hello, Alex.
Please open up the one on the second step, thank you.
There's a lot of other ones.
Complete the 7 tasks.
When you touch a task in any way, you must complete it before looking inside another task.
Fastest wins. Your time starts now.
Do you want to start straight away?
Let's start straight away. Who should we see?
We're going to start with Rose Matafeo.
Ooh, no. OK. Put this wheelbarrow in the caravan. The wheelbarrow must stay in the caravan for the rest of the tasks. Oh, no. OK. Angles. No, other way, Rose. Here we go. Ah!
1.
Roll a bowling ball from behind the rope at the top of the drive so that it knocks over at least one of the skittles in front of the front door. Place one of your hands on one of your hips and keep it there until you've completed all the tasks. Which one? Complete the jigsaw. It's in here. I see who it's going to be. Oh. Yes. There we go.
3 left.
Hide all the jigsaw pieces around the garden. Oh, thank God I got that on this.
Is your hand on your hip? Oh, yeah.
Put 20 things, all bigger than a tennis ball, in the wheelbarrow. 2, 9, 10,
How many is that?
20.
1 left.
Frickin'... OK, great, it's not. Build a tower of bricks on the red circle. The tower must be at least 26 inches high and remain standing until all tasks are complete. Is there a tape measure? Oh, cool. I see how this would be difficult if you got it in a bad order. Oh, yeah, they're done.
As you can see from the faces of the other contestants, things fell rather kindly for you, didn't they?
I was blessed by a higher power there.
Were you just thinking, why have they saved this boring task for the end of the series? Because fuck me, strap in, mate.
If you started from the first one in front of you and then worked in a clockwise order, they'd just have to make the jigsaw, hide the jigsaw, put the wheelbarrow in the caravan, put 20 things in the wheelbarrow, knock over the skittles, build a tower, and then place a hand on the hip. So it wasn't a hard task. There are other ways you could do it, of course, like Katy and David's way.
Hide all the jigsaw pieces around the garden.
Hide all the jigsaw pieces around the garden.
Pidman.
One down.
Complete... Oh.
What does it say?
Complete the jigsaw.
Oh.
Put this wheelbarrow in the caravan. Does this go in here?
Yes?
Oh, maybe I have got all the pieces.
This doesn't feel... I'm not confident.
I guess you need the hole to be bigger than the wheelbarrow. We'll have a look.
Can you see anything?
There comes a point where you have to say what is in and what is out. I think that's in.
OK.
Oh, right, thank God for that. Put this wheelbarrow in the caravan. I've got a feeling I've picked them up in a bad order.
Build a tower of bricks.
Oh, my God.
Task completed. Put 20 things all bigger than a tennis ball in the wheelbarrow.
Place one of your hands on one of your hips for the rest of the thing.
Yes, please.
Complete the jigsaw. Ah, you see, it's worked for me, like my laziness there, hasn't it?
Build a tower.
Oh. Yay.
2 left.
Place one of your hands on your hips and keep it there until you've completed all the tasks. Is that my hip? I'm never entirely sure where my hip is.
Where do you think your hip might be?
Is it here?
Yes,
Ivor?
David,
Yeah, hello. You've recently had a hip replacement, isn't that true?
that's correct.
But I'm not entirely sure where my hip is.
It kind of runs down sort of by your testicles.
By your testicles? Yeah.
Sort of,
What?
Roll a bowling ball so that it knocks over at least one of the skittles. Thank God for that.
One more task.
Actually, I'll tell you what.
Hand on your hip, please.
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah?
This one.
Put 20 things, all bigger than a tennis ball, in the wheelbarrow.
Remember, if you knock over your tower, you have to start everything all over again.
I'd rather die.
14, 15, 18, 19.
Curling.
Where's your hand, David?
Ow!
Oh, great. That's the last one.
I think that you both picked them up in roughly the wrong sort of same order.
I think when I saw how Rose had done it, I gasped. Because I think I was on the wheelbarrow alone for 20 minutes, I'd say.
You did spend a lot of time on the wheelbarrow and you rushed certain other elements.
Good news, though.
Cotton, really?
Yeah.
Where?
You know where your fucking hip is.
Actually, was my hand in the right place to begin with?
To begin with, but then you didn't have it on for the rest of the task. It kept coming off your hip. Yes?
So why didn't he start again, if that was...
Well, I was wondering the same thing.
Oh. That would have been ridiculous. As I said, I would have rather died. I mean, I would.
Here is Joe and Ed.
1, 2...
You little bastard!
I can imagine that's as simple as that's going to be.
1 down.
Roll a bowling ball.
Not got many to aim for.
Yeah, certainly less than I did initially.
worth aiming at a different place?
I swear to God, Alex.
Woohoo!
OK, 1 down, 6 to go.
Put 20 things all bigger than a tennis ball in the wheelbarrow.
Get in, you prick!
2 down.
Complete the jigsaw.
Do you like jigsaws?
Nope. Absolutely hate them.
Put this wheelbarrow in the caravan. Have you ever seen anyone have a stroke?
That's a corner. Well, that's not that corner, is it? I mean, what is wrong with me?
So what happens if stuff falls out of it?
Oh, you have to start again with the Skittles.
Right.
Place one of your hands on your hips and keep it there until you've completed all the tasks.
So that's kind of in, isn't it?
Hide all the jigsaw pieces around the garden.
around the garden. Fuck's sake. I mean, oh dear.
What does it say, Joe?
Complete the jigsaw.
Build a tower of bricks on this red circle.
Finished. Place one of your hands on your hips and keep it there until you've completed all the tasks.
Put this wheelbarrow in the caravan.
I'd say that's it.
OK, I'll stop the clock.
Oh! I've got to start the task again, haven't I?
Yes?
I so nearly did it!
Have you nearly finished the jigsaw, Ed?
If you ask me that one more time, I'm shoving this jigsaw up your dick. 1, 2. There you go. Place one of your hands on your hips and keep it there until you've completed all the tasks.
Still one more, Ed.
What? Oh!
I've stopped the clock. Thank you, Ed.
Just like yourself.
I want to know if everybody did all the tasks.
Well, there was one interesting incident in that one. Ed started his task again because something came out of the wheelbarrow. Something came out of Joe's wheelbarrow. She took the wellies out, but she didn't start again.
OK.
And strictly speaking, she probably should have. I didn't tell her to because of the scenario.
Because you're, what, the scenario being you're frightened of
Well,
her?
she'd threatened to have a stroke just before that. I thought she just took a couple of wellies out.
No, come on, what?
Pardon?
That was the worst day of my fucking life.
So far.
If I could have taken out a couple of wellies, I would have been fine. Fucking fly. I stuck to the rules, Alex.
Yes.
Stuck to the rules. As far as I could see it, only me and Rose stuck to the rules.
I think we've got to think about the spirit here. Did everyone...
No, it's not about the spirit. It's about the... You know it's not about the spirit.
You know it's not.
You've never been about the spirit.
The trouble is, no one could compete with Rose. Rose completed all the tasks in under 2 minutes, each of them. She did it in 13 minutes and 20 seconds.
Wow.
I mean... with her hand on her hip, it still took her just under a minute to build her 26-inch tower.
All right. Her 26-inch tower?
Yes, her 26-inch tower. I measured it to double-check. I can show you here. So, Greg, to sum up, Rose didn't build a tower tall enough, Katy didn't put enough things in the wheelbarrow, Joe took things out of the wheelbarrow, and David kept taking his hand off his hip. Ed completed it twice.
Rules is rules. So I'm afraid Ed Gamble 5 points, everyone else none. Quick score for old time's sake.
Of course. Well, it's fairly tight in the episode. 5 points separating them, so anyone can win the episode. Rose has 7, but Ed Gamble has 12 points.
Well, it saddens me to ask, but please, could you head to the stage for the final task of the series? I see 5 great people with aprons. Who's going to read the task out?
This great person with an apron, David Baddiel.
Pull the short breadstick, take it in turns, you must pull a breadstick out of the apron of the person next to you. Before each pull, the breadstick's bearer must point to one of their breadsticks, wink, and say, "This is the short breadstick." If you pull the short breadstick, that breadstick bearer is disqualified. The last remaining player wins. I don't know what the fuck any of that means.
You're going to be holding your 5 breadsticks like this, so they all look like they're the same length. There is a little one inside your pockets now.
We have some time to rearrange.
You can arrange... They are arranging their breadsticks, Greg. I should say there's only one winner of this. The last person standing gets 5 points, so any of you could still win the episode. OK?
Right.
Oh,
How exciting.
David versus Ed, first of all. Please face each other. So, Ed, you are the breadstick bearer.
David, this is the short breadstick.
Whoa! He's won the short breadstick! We've lost Ed.
Ed Gamble is out.
OK, so David remains the breadstick puller.
OK, this is the short breadstick.
Oh, bollocks.
OK, that's OK. You stay in the game, you stay
Still
in the
in.
game.
You're still in.
So, Katie,
Yeah,
you're the
hiya.
breadstick bearer.
Joe, that is the shortest breadstick.
OK.
OK, the game continues. Katie?
This is the shortest breadstick.
OK, I don't believe you. Actually, I do believe you. Sorry. So if I believe, I pull it.
If you believe, you pull it.
Oh.
She did not pull the short breadstick. You can rearrange. And Rose, if you come... Rose is now going to pull David Baddiel's breadstick.
Oh, come on, don't say that.
OK, Rose, this is the short breadstick.
Please pull it. Baddiel survives. Good luck. Joe, please accuse one of your breadsticks of being short.
Dave, that's the short breadstick.
No.
It's OK. That's OK. The game carries on. We're all
Oh, the
enjoying it.
tension.
Right, that is the short breadstick.
Joe, that's good. Joe,
You're in still.
Oh,
That means you stay.
Katie, you must now sit on the elimination
Oh,
bench.
yeah, I'm
Katie
sure.
goes.
Yes, Katy Wix disappears. It's now getting to the exciting bit, Greg.
Joe, this is the shortest breadstick.
thanks, Rose. That's so
Yeah.
sweet.
So nice.
OK, we carry on.
This is the shortest breadstick.
Okay.
It's a short breadstick. We've lost David Baddiel. We now have the final. It's Rose to pick.
Yeah.
Whoever doesn't have their short breadstick pulled is the winner of this task, and that will be the
OK.
end of that. OK.
OK. Rose. Oh, vocal fry. That is the short breadstick.
We have a winner.
Come back down with that. That's the final score. Oh, man. What a rush.
There was one winner of the breadstick competition, and that was, of course, Rose Matafeo.
Rose Matafeo.
She gets the 5 points. Which means it's our tightest episode of the series. There's only 3 points separating last, Katy Wix, from first, which was, with 12 points, Ed Gamble and Rose Matafeo.
Oh! So how are we actually going to decide who's won this episode?
With a lovely pop-up tie-break, OK? In this task, they had to make a pop-up toy pause for the longest before popping up. They could use one of the spreads provided to make their toy pause longer if they wanted. Here we go. Ed and Rose both use peanut butter.
Oh, I should have gone with butter.
Peanut butter, is it?
Yes, peanut butter all the way.
Okay.
Stick in there.
You got anything else on today?
Yes.
Ah!
It's lunch.
Lunchtime.
Are you OK to leave him?
Yeah, let's leave our friend now. What are you having for lunch?
So Rose's toy paused for 44 seconds, but Ed's paused for well over an hour and a half. Ed Gamble wins the episode!
Gamble wins the episode. Please go and play with your long, thin things. They're all yours. Please give another round of applause for tonight's winner, Ed Gamble. To the trophy ceremony. It's tense, isn't it?
Yes.
Now as I hand over to tiny little Alex Horne to reveal the final results.
Okay. 6'2". David.
Yes.
You came 5th in the end with 128 points. David Baddiel.
Thank you very much.
But a long way above you. In 4th place with 154 points, it's Joe Brown! Two people almost inseparable, but separable, on 158 and 159 points. They are Katy Wix in 3rd and Rose Matafeo in 2nd.
Which means the 9th Taskmaster Champion is Ed Gamble! So I bid you farewell. Thank you to our truly tremendous cast for being everything a Taskmaster could have dreamed of. Let's have one more cheer for our monumental series champion, Ed Gamble!
For more Taskmaster, subscribe now.